Welcome, Proteges. This is Broties here, back out with another operator breakdown. Today we are going to be covering the operator sledge. Now, sledge is one of the most dispensable operators in the game, and this isn't necessarily a bad thing. Because he has the SMG-11 and the L85A2, it allows him to be very efficient at slaying and going lone wolf. He can very easily hold his own, and his ability to sledge walls helps him create angles and aiding his teammate. He can exploit disadvantages for the defense just by breaking down a simple wall that they forgot to reinforce. Now, also, on maps like Yacht, he is able to go from one side of the map to the other without ever stepping into a camera's view. And sometimes this is the difference between sneaking up on somebody and going in head first. In short, a good sledge knows what walls to take down and how to exploit angles from defense's mistakes.
Four last stop standing. Op 4 eliminated.
Now, we're going to go over the three types of holes that you can make as sledge. The first one is the classic hole that you can vault over, and it provides ideal cover. The second hole you have to look at is a little bit more complicated and doesn't work always. Sometimes there'll be little hiccups and you'll struggle to get through, but it's when you're crouching. This one makes like a half door almost like system where you can walk through. In this case, it was pretty easy. Now lastly, you can make the door. This one is one of my favorites because it looks pretty badass when you're breaking through a wall and you just create a door out of nowhere and just storm in. But they're all pretty easy to make and use. Now, the second thing I want to cover with sledge is how to make areas lighter. Sledge's main purpose is not only going through walls and providing nice angles, it's also used well to knock out as many windows as you can. Here's an example of how sledge can make a room brighter and lighter for your teammates by just destroying all the windows. And obviously anybody can do this, it just happens to be a lot easier with sledge. Now here's the perfect example of sledge being used to create new angles. There is a wall there, now there's not. I sledged it down, and I waited patiently for my prey to climb up the ladder. How many people look around and look up there and see, oh, is that wall going to be blown out? No, it doesn't happen very often. And even if Jaeger did decide to look up and peek for some odd reason, if he happened to hear my sledge, I would have had the first shot and the first angle. It would have made it extremely difficult for Jaeger to kill me. Now, I know this one is very quick, but I also want to make it as short as possible not to bore you guys and not